Hey, what's going on, social media world? So, I just had a perspective check, and on Verse TV, we talked about this new, it's not an e cigarette that's out, but it's some type of cigarette that it has less toxins and less this and less that. So it's healthier, it's better than a typical cigarette. And we were discussing it, and Chris brought up, an interesting point. She said, don't tell me about it having less toxins because that still has toxins in it. So don't come to me. I don't think she said don't come to me, but she was like, it still has toxins in it. So it's your decision if that's how you want to go out with like lung cancer or throat cancer as your end. And I know, one, for myself personally, my mom passed away from cancer due to her cigarette smoking. So that's part of the reason that I'm very strongly against it. Then I also thought about people suffering and dealing with varying degrees those throat cancers and those cancers that are caused by cigarettes. And it really, I thought about how I personally looked back at my life, like in my 20s, before I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and how things were back then. And it's like, I look back now and I'm like, not if only you knew what was ahead, but just I didn't know what was ahead in my future back then. And I'm not going to reference this person, but I will say, in general, watching the show to edit it for upload today, I had a connection because I thought about, no, I'm not going to do that. I thought about people in their early 20s who are smokers now and don't foresee the pain and pitfalls that can bring to their lives in the future. And I was like, goodness, and thinking about other people who are, in some cases, like my age and dealing with the worst of a cancer diagnosis, a lung-related cancer diagnosis at my age. Aaron, get it together. Get it together. Dealing with that at my age and looking back at their lives in their 20s as well and saying, wow, I really didn't expect this to be in my future back then. Anyway, all of that to say, don't smoke. Do what you can to not smoke. Try to eat right. Thinking about myself and my fellow MS diagnosis people, diet does matter as well. Don't smoke for my smokers, for my young smokers period, because you don't want a future that you have to look back and say, wow, that was me back then, but now. And I thought about like the people who have to get that thing in their throat, and whew, I don't think I have a particular ending for this video other than don't smoke, don't have a bad diet, period. I love ending things with period. I'll talk to y'all later, YouTube. Stay blessed. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are loved. You are loved.